General Begert, we now invite you to join Lieutenant General Tony Bauernfeind, Mr. Hilly, Lieutenant Colonel retired Kathy Almond, and Mr. Alex Gilbert on stage for the presentation of your Distinguished Graduate Medal.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I said a lot of things in the video, so I'll try not to be too long, and I certainly will not be repetitive. Let me thank, first of all, the AOG and the foundation. Mark, thank you. I very much appreciate this honor. Soup, thank you for not redlining me when my name came across your desk. I appreciate that. To my now fellow DGs, it's humbling for me to get this award knowing the company that I am joining. I know about 90% of you, worked for you, with you for a long time, for most of you, and I'm proud to be joining the ranks. Steve Lorenz over here told me a year ago he'd like to nominate me. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Ed Eberhardt, a classmate, and Toons Looney endorsed my package. But I appreciate that very much, Steve. You know, I might just take a second. He's always talking about the class of '73, as if it's somehow a big deal, you know? Every class that comes through here has this unique personality based on who's in the class, who's leading the class, what's going on in the nation at the time. And so every class thinks they're the best and the greatest, but my classmates are here. And we don't have to shout it from the rooftops. We just know. We just know. Classmates, I can't tell you how much it means to Jody and I for you to be here and share this evening with us. I know some of you came from a long way, some of you are local, but it means a lot to have you here, to share this evening. My Falcon Foundation friends who I've worked with for now almost 20 years, a labor of love, allowing young people to make their dreams come true. And I love the Falcon Foundation, the trustees, and Sherry, and all those. And I appreciate your being here this evening. You know, if you're lucky in life, you have cherished moments that you remember forever. For my family and I, this is one of those nights. So I want to talk just briefly about some other cherished memories that I have that you'll see where I'm going at the end. But, you know, the first time you fall in love, it's a cherished memory. For me, it was November 11th, 1966. A classmate of mine fixed me up on a blind date, my second blind date ever, with a junior from Colorado State University who was on her very first blind date ever. We hit it off here in the spring. She invited me up the next weekend to Colorado State for a sorority dance. Bob McGuire's here. He and I borrowed a Firsties car. We drove up there and got exposed to what civilian university life was like. The second date went pretty well, and we decided to have a third date before Christmas break. And so the next weekend, we met at CU for a football game. I had to rent a car, so I sold my record albums to be able to afford the rental car. She halved it with me, and she sold her only means of transportation, which was a bicycle, at Colorado State. And then we went home on break. She went home and had a discussion with her mother and said, "Mom, I've met a boy, his name is Bill, and I'm going to marry him." And her mother said, "Does he know?" And she said, He hasn't got a clue. Okay? So I went home to my house and talked to my mother and said, I need to borrow $3,000 from you and Dad to buy a cadet car. It's just a bridge loan till I can get a cadet loan. Can you give me the money? And she said, I'll talk to your dad. And then I said, can I borrow more of Dad's record albums to take back to the academy? I made that part up, but you get the idea. I was pretty clueless. Okay, so that's why I'm the assistant manager in my family. It's a lifetime appointment, no pay, but lots of benefits. So life's cherished memories, holding your newborn son, and he grabs your finger with his little hand, and you know your life has changed forever. Walking your daughter down the aisle at the Basilica at Notre Dame and giving her hand to her lifelong love. This is a good one. Being at baggage claim in Honolulu Airport, waiting for your daughter and son-in-law to come through the door with your 3.5-year-old granddaughter. And the door's open, and the granddaughter sees me standing there 60 yards away, drops her mother's hands, puts out her arms and yells, "Grampy," the whole way to me. Almost made it, nearly intercepted on the 10-yard line by the grandmother. But a quick hip check, and she was in my arms. Cherished memory, believe me. And when I pick her up at the airport today, she still runs in my arms. Due to the generosity of my daughter and son-in-law being in the room when my grandson was born. In the room. And he's that 6'3" stud sitting over here. Life's cherished memories. I want to talk about one other classmate that we have. My classmates will know him, Jack Duffy. Jerry, he's also from Maine. He and I would travel together to and from Maine on hops. Always had a smile, sometimes a smirk, wise guy. Good athlete, wing champ in boxing, undefeated, I think, in boxing. Went to pilot training, came out, like many of us, flew in 2002 in Vietnam, was stationed out of Pleiku. In the Central Highlands, his airplane went out one day and did not return. Jack went MIA for a couple of decades. They found his crash site, identified his remains, and I had the honor of being at Arlington Cemetery when we buried Jack and to present the American flag on behalf of a grateful nation to the Duffy family. At the time of Jack's death, the nation was neither grateful nor respectful for his sacrifice. That's the way things were in those days. Jack never had a chance to have the cherished memories that I had, to fall in love, to give away his daughter, to hold a newborn son. And so as honored as I am to be a distinguished graduate of this institution, Jack Duffy and 11 other of my classmates made the ultimate sacrifice in combat. And so I know there's a higher reward that will never be equaled. And so I accept this award from the Academy and from the Foundation very humbly, but always with the thought of my 12 classmates who did not have the opportunities that I've had to live a rich, long life full of memories. We give back to the Academy because these young men and women are willing to raise their hand, and in good times and bad, when things are going well in the nation or not. And my class will remember Chappie James telling us on 100th night that sometimes when things are going bad in the nation, whether it's civil rights or political, whatever, somebody has to hold the hand of Lady Liberty. And these cadets, in bad times, will hold the hand of Lady Liberty. They will serve with distinction. So how can you not support them in this academy for what they do? Thank you very much for this honor tonight. I very much appreciate it. Thank you.